Assalamualaikum and a very good day. Okay, I am Wan Hurani Osman from University Malaysia Sabah and from the Centre for Promotion of Knowledge and Language Studies. Today I'm here to share with you a small research that I conducted entitled ESL Learners' Use of Block to Improve Writing Skills. Okay, we all know that in this 21st century, uh, with the addition of the recent COVID pandemic, I think the whole world is very much dependent on technology. Okay, the use of computer and internet has become very common, not only in the working world but in education and in our daily life. Okay, and one of the most used service would I would say it was the social network. Okay, and one of the common or famous social network is the blog. Okay, of course, we also have other social networks which is much more famous than blogs, but blog is one platform where you are allowed to express yourself in a very longer, much in-depth text, written text, yeah, or videos. Okay, in an ESL classroom, the blog is seen as a very useful platform for students to use this and to use the learned language. So in my case, it will be the English language in a fun and more meaningful manner. Okay, and the teaching and learning of with the use of or with the help with technology is nothing new in Malaysian schools, and I'm sure all around the world as well. Okay, and why we have this is because of course technology is the in thing, and the use of technology helps self-learning as what as had been highlighted by Paloff and Pratt 2001. Okay, the information technology learning environment is taught to offer students a variety of teaching methodologies, such as self-learning and peer teaching to support their learning. So instead of just chalk and talk or the textbook and the or the teacher explaining, we want to create self-learning where there is interest in the students to learn what the particular language, in my case, yeah, English language. Okay, so my research is revolves around these two questions. What are the implications of teaching and learning writing using blocks? And the second question, what are the students' perception on the use of blocks to learn writing? Okay, I have conducted a small research with 23 learners. So this is one class, and the learners were actually taking a course called Reading and Writing. Okay, and they're asked to create their own blogs. Okay, the blog was used for the learners to either do their classwork or assignments. So meaning activities, exercises in class, or the evaluated assessment for the semester. At the end of the module, the learners were given a questionnaire which was divided into two parts, demographic as well as the second part, which is the perception of using blog in the classroom. And this is an adapted questionnaire from Wu 2005. Okay, and we did do a few interviews out of the 23 learners to just validate and strengthen the findings from the questionnaire. Okay, so the result is revolved. This research is revolved around two questions. So I will present my answers based on these two questions as well. Okay, so first is the use of internet. Some of you might be wondering why I have fewer than 3 years. This one, because I am in university. So this one, when I interview them, they say 3 years. It's not so much on them not using it, but because they don't use it frequently, they don't have internet access. They're from remote areas of Sabah, so they would calculate up maybe just 3 years during higher institution once they enter university or they're from 6. Okay, Okay, do they know blogs? Okay, yes, heard about it and have a rough idea what it was. Okay, 12 and 11 said yes, they owned their own blogs. So half the respondent, I would say half, yeah, 49% said they actually have their own blogs. Okay, but 12 said they heard, but they don't have it. Because, of course, as we all know, blog is more, I would say, it needs someone who is more have more to write on, more to share. They are focused on certain topics, unlike Twitter or Instagram, where they don't have to write long. It can be short uh, descriptions, okay, or captions on whatever picture. But blog is different, okay. So maybe because of that, half of the respondents, they know, but they don't own a blog. Yeah. Okay. Level of difficulty in creative, since half of them do not have. Okay. Easy. Okay. Majority says easy. 16. Two says quite hard, and the other four sort of do not have um, any opinion about it. Maybe when this questionnaire, um, it's not so easy, not so difficult. You know, when we do questionnaires, sometimes respondents take it the safe way. Yeah, but basically, when we went to the interview, it fell under the quite easy. Okay, for these four respondents. Yeah, blog versus own website. Okay, do you have an own website, your personal website? For okay, 19 says no. As for blog is easier to maintain than personal website. Okay, out of the 23 students, only 4 of them have their own website, whereas the rest do not. This is probably because they have perceived that blog is easier to maintain compared to having a website. Website is usually for selling things, promoting things, yeah. Not so much blog is more like sharing activities, ideas, yeah. So that's the two different things between website and blogs. Yeah, the finding is spotted by Campbell 2004 as it emphasizes that simple customization of templates can help students build a sense of ownership and unique online identity. If students do not have their own personal website, a blog is a good start for them to interact. So this is what, according to Campbell, blog is always a stepping stone before they advance into website. Okay. Figure 5 is their comments and content. Okay, it could be seen that majority of the students find that having a blog is useful for them. So they say in terms of inviting friends to read, you know, yes, it's higher. Okay, friends posted comments. So 14, 15 says yes, 6 says no, and then one is void. He didn't respond to the two. Sorry, two is void because they didn't respond. Posting articles on blog is a good idea. Of course, this wins. Yeah, because always you have to initiate. Why do you have a blog? Because you want to post your ideas and articles, your writing, right? Know how post how to sorry typo. Know how to post photos on blogs, and blog is useful to share ideas in cyberspace on the via the virtual world. Yeah. So of course, yes. Void again. Some students didn't answer that. Okay, number of times friends comment. So few times again we have got 5 void questionnaire. Okay, they do invite their friends to read their posts. Okay, can share information, can help check language. Friends can comment on writing and also on content. So they say this is good. However, 10 of the respondents did not invite friends to read. Why they didn't invite? Because shy. Okay, friends do not like blog, and they do not want to force. right? They didn't want to insist of you must visit my blog. Okay. Why posting articles on blog is a good idea? Reasons given by the respondents on why posting articles on blogs are good. One, they say environmental friendly because they don't have to print out on papers, free to write and share ideas anytime, anywhere, and anything, and easy to comment and access. So meaning they can access the blog via their handphones when they're on the move, waiting for the bus, and so on. However, there are two respondents who said that they do not like to use blogs to post articles. The reason given by the respondent was not because they did not like the use of computer or internet, but because they prefer to use other websites. So as I mentioned, blog is not very famous among the young generation. Okay, they prefer shorter text like Instagram and Twitter, or they like to create videos on TikTok. Okay, but so that's why they say there is no, they don't like blogs, yeah, but it's not that they don't use technology. The respondent further elaborated that there are other sites such as Facebook, which is very popular among the younger generation, yeah. Okay, use of blog in English writing class is good. They say why it forms. They can form new knowledge. They are exposed to blogging, easy and convenient and fun. Three respondent helpful to the students and learner. As we say, it promotes self-learning anytime, anywhere. For wider content and free topic, increase confidence in writing because they practice, yeah. Three respondents share ideas and also comments. Fun way to communicate because they can post and they can interact with their readers via comments. And of course, when you start writing something, you need to have proper words, so they learn new words for them to complete the task. Of course, as I said just now, there are a few who says no, they prefer to use paper. Other ways is now like Facebook, and of course they say they don't really learn because of the technology. Sometimes it's auto corrected, auto highlighted, so they don't really uh, learn spelling or language there, yeah. So as a conclusion, before I end, students do perceive that using blog is indeed a useful tool in learning to write in an English classroom. It is found that blog increases students' interest and ownership in learning. Again, coming to the self-learning thing. They are able to gain new information as they get feedbacks from others. The use of blogs gives students chances to improve their proficiency in English as they are aware that there are other people who are reading. So of course they do a lot of editing because anyone can read their blog. Compared to handing out an assignment to the lecturer only, they know it's only the lecturer, not their friends or anyone else reading their work. In a way, this provides them motivation to improve themselves and have a better command of English. Of course, now we've got other platforms. You know, it doesn't have to be blog. It can be any technology that interests the learners to have this one. You know, to be willing and they're willing to improve and motivate themselves to learn the language. Okay, so these are some samples. It doesn't have to be long. I'm in a class like usual, so they write simple, but at least they learn vocab. Okay, and friends commenting, they can use their creativity in coming up with the designs and whatever not. Okay, so these are more examples. This one is a bit longer. Okay, and you see how creative they are. Okay, inviting, adding pictures and so on. So that's all from me. Thank you for listening to my presentation. If you have any questions, you can contact me at Wan Osman at ums.edu.my. Thank you very much.